swim like that, huh?
Well, you see, the earliest Cranstons, they came right out of the ocean and actually probably bumped into the earliest Capwells right on the beach there, you know, going into their traditional swim. No, well, you're a pretty good swimmer, too.
Oh, I don't know. I like the ocean a little bit more. What do you think? You like the ocean or swimming pools?
Well, I like the ocean if it were just heated and they got rid of the coral and fish.
Shame on you. I think that the Cranstons would be whirling in their graves right now.
Or somebody else's, which is more likely. We get around.
Oh, bitch, that's Cruz, 5 to 10. Cruz! Oh, no, I'm sorry. We've been awake for hours. Thank you. You too. Wake up, operator. She wanted to wish us a nice day.
I've already had a nice day.
Yeah, I think I'll have a nice day, too, if these Walton people decide to come through and sign all those merger papers.
Hey, you've got your confidence back.
Looking for compliments?
Well, I don't need them.
Look, you knocked my socks off with the before the swim briefing. Don't get too overconfident. My father always says be overly cautious.
Begging your pardon, Miss Capwell, but I think you were born overconfident.
I wonder why Cruz hasn't called. I don't know. I didn't call him back after he called me last time.
Now, well, that is going to be our breakfast. I'm afraid you're going to have to just put your call off for the moment.
Oh, Kirk, I've got to call him. It would be really rude if I didn't.
Sure, but only after we finished eating, all right? I mean, what? You don't want to talk to Cruz on an empty stomach, do you? Do you? Okay, credit cards, license, cash, that ought to do it. Oh, well, if it isn't the early birds.
Good morning, Cruz.
Are we catching you at a bad time? We wanted to talk to you about Brick.
No, come on in. What's wrong?
Nothing. I mean, there's no change in his condition, but Kelly and I have come up with an idea.
Well, I did. I came up with it first.
Right. Let's give credit where credit is due.
Overdue, really.
Well, why don't you settle the billing debate later and just tell me what's going on?
Listen, Kelly and I have thought about this. We thought if we could get our hands on a picture of his dad, even an old one, that maybe you could circulate it to other police departments around the country. I mean, you mentioned something about maybe getting out an APB or something.
That's a good idea.
Or how about getting the picture broadcast on TV news, you know?
Uh-huh.
That was Nick's idea, sorry.
That could probably be arranged.
Look, we know it's not a life and death situation. They'll find a kidney that's going to work for Brick. He may not even need our help, but still, if we could help locate his dad.
Yeah, I hear you talking, Nick. Listen, I got a guy at headquarters who can help you out. This is his card. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to... I can't get on this right now, man. I'm leaving town for a couple of days.
Oh, where are you going?
Well, you know, I just feel the need for a change of scenery, so I was thinking maybe I might check out one of them Hawaiian sunsets.
Aha. You miss her that much, huh?
Who said anything about Eden?
Oh, I think it's beautiful, Cruz.
Yeah. Well, let's hope she thinks so, too, Kel.
But we've been trying to place this call to New Staland ever since... Yes, all right. We'll try again later. I'm sorry, Mr. Wallace.
You don't look like you've got good news.
No. No. Given the nature of the injuries to your back, it's just too soon to tell. We'll take more x-rays later today.
Yeah, but what about my kidney? Am I going to need a transplant?
Yes. It looks that way. We'll try to line up a compatible organ ASAP. In the meantime, you'll continue with your dialysis. So rest easy, okay? I'll check you later.
Amy?
Rick?
Yeah, they said I couldn't get through.
No, I know. The weather's been terrible here. I haven't been able to call out either. Where are you? Are you okay?
We waited and waited. Why didn't you make the plane?
I just missed it.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, thank God. I've been worried sick. Are you in Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you still are, but can you catch the next flight out?
Brick, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess we just got cut off for a second there.
Oh, you sound a little strange.
Yeah, well, it just must be the connection. Amy, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
I think we both had enough thinking.
Well, I had some more to do, and but what I've decided is that I feel what you're doing, what you're doing for you and for you and the baby is good. It's just not right for me.
Rick, please.
Look, honey, I just know I'd never be able to live in this state. And I tried it, and I thought that I could, but I'd never be able to.
I can't believe this.
I'm sorry.
Yesterday you seemed so sure and so happy about everything.
Yeah, well, I know I did, but I've had second thoughts.
I can't turn my back on you for a second.
Couldn't you have flown over here with me? We could have argued about it on the plane. Did you have to not show up? Did you
Do you want me to worry?
Well, look, I didn't mean to. It was just honest. Look, I just couldn't get on the plane. I started thinking about marriage and children, everything that we said, and all of it just bothers me.
Why?
Well, just stop and think about it. I mean, there's Johnny's going to be running this country, and any children that we'd have would probably feel like second-class citizens. I just don't like that situation.
I can't believe that you mean this.
Well, I do, and I think it's a good thing that I came to my senses for the both of us.
Something's wrong.
Honey, nothing. It just wouldn't work out. Believe me.
You don't sound like yourself. You don't
Sound like the man I'm so much in love with.
Well, I'm sorry. I know it hurts, and that's just the way it's got to be. I wish you a lot of luck, happiness. It just can't be with me. Look, so long.
Oh, it's all right. Sorry. Nothing's broken. Are you okay?
Yes.
Let me take this while it's still intact.
Oh, I didn't even see you.
All right. Nothing spilled. Since when have you been carrying breakfast trays around? Have you been sent to the scullery?
Oh, no, it's for the night nurse upstairs.
Oh, so you're not on duty yet?
No.
Good. Then we can talk for a minute.
About what?
You know how hard it is to talk about something when somebody asks you what you want to talk about?
Not if you come prepared.
I'm a little prepared. What are you doing tonight?
Working at the clinic.
No, you're not. You're having dinner with me tonight. With dancing afterward, or interspersed with it, if you prefer. Don't say no twice in a row. I'm a sore loser.
Mason, I'd love to, but
Good. I'll meet you right here on this very spot at 8 o'clock tonight. If you don't, I'm going to stand here like a statue until you do. Until I'm covered with rust and the musket molds in my hand.
Oh, good, Mason. I caught you before you left the house.
Trapped like a rat in a trap. Actually, I'm not leaving yet, Gina. I have to rush this up to the night nurse and check in on Dad. But I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Oh, all right. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
I want to compliment you on the job you're doing with Cece. I'm really very grateful. I think you're absolutely amazing.
Oh, thanks. I'm not.
I mean, to
amazing.
come right out of a convent and go into nursing. It must have been quite a shock.
Well, I was trained as a nurse in the convent.
Yes, of course, but they use wooden people and mannequins, don't they, with plastic parts? It must be very different when you're confronted with the real thing, flesh and blood, you know?
Not such a big shock as you might think.
Well, and also to take on a case so complicated like my husband's. I should write a letter to commend you, but I wouldn't know where to send it because you're not in the nunnery anymore.
Oh, Gina, I can always use a letter of recommendation.
Well, good. But it's really too early to think about something like that because you're not leaving. We want you to stay for years and years to take care of Cece, of course. And I just wanted to say, keep up the good work.
Well, thanks. I'll do my best.
But another thing, Mary, I don't think you should bury yourself in your nursing. No, you should get out there and have a social life, too. Is that awkward for you?
Awkward?
Yeah, they probably don't train you for things like that, do they? How to relate to men, so on. No, they probably don't. But don't you worry, it'll all come to you sooner or later. Just one of these days, it'll just happen. Sooner or later, we all have to learn how to deal with men, don't we? Before they deal with us. Well, I have to go now. I have things to do.
Gorgeous day out there, isn't it?
Hawaii is like really living in a paradise.
Yeah. Wouldn't be hard to get used to paradise. I'd like a chance someday.
Well, I don't know. I think you get too much of paradise. Look at Adam and Eve.
No, well, why don't we just look at Eve then? You're nervous, aren't you?
A little.
A little?
A lot, if you gotta know. I mean, come on, if I blow this deal after my father's negotiated so hard.
Listen to me. You're not going to blow this deal. I mean, I thought I'd clear that up. Don't you understand there are no obstacles in our way?
Obstacles have a way of cropping up when you least expect it.
Well, then why don't you just take my word for it? When you leave this island, you are going to have a string of hotels to add to the Capwell chain, to increase your holdings and multiply your earnings. From this day forward.
It is a lot like being married. I mean, that's what you're making it sound like, even if you are kidding.
No, hey, I wasn't kidding. No, you are going to make success a beautiful bride. I knew that about you, even before Jack said anything.
What did he say?
He said that I was taking on a skyrocket.
He did not.
No, hey, he did. Eden, you don't seem to understand, but from now on, you are going to be jetting around the world, putting deals together. You are going to be matching wits with people who are going to challenge you, bring out the best in you. I only hope that I'm around for the ride. Only because I happen to like the view from way up there.
The air's pretty thin up there from what I heard.
No, not thin. It's rarefied. It's the kind I breathe first.
You want to know something? I learned a lot about you today. You're not too shy to say what you think, and you really believe in yourself. Now, after this meeting today, if all of that is justified, I'd like you to know that we have room for one passenger.
Well, I think I make a better co-pilot.
Now, don't fly too high too fast, Mr. Kirk.
Eden, maybe you can teach me something about patience.
I never learned.
Well, then I'll teach you something.
You're leaving? Why would you want to leave? All of this for an overnight stay?
I have a very indulgent husband. He suffers terribly when I'm uncomfortable. How's Brick?
He's still in a pretty bad way right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a tough break for him.
Yes, indeed, but I don't want to forget our goals. It's imperative that I have information on him concerning Minx. As a matter of fact, I think the best thing to do when he gets better is to have Amy taken back to New Staland, where she can nurse him back to health. Has anyone contacted her?
I'm not going to report to you on that. As far as I'm concerned, that relationship is off limits. But I will be in touch with you about the other.
Off limits? I never recognize limits, especially when they're set by someone else.
I want to know what's going on here. I heard most of that, you know. I can hardly believe my ears, Nick.
I can hardly believe your eyes.
Will you stop it? I'm serious. Did I hear what I thought I heard in there?
Well, what do you think you heard?
Are you doing some investigating work for that woman? Something about Brick Wallace, I heard? If you are, I think it's awful. I think it's disloyal and awful.
Don't get frantic. I'll just be another minute.
No, we have time. Plenty of time. Yes, would you please connect me with the hotel florist? Thank you. Yes, this is Kirk Cranston at 304. Look, I have a special request for a lovely floral arrangement for a young lady who's... No, I beg your pardon. No, look, that's not it. I tell you, this has to be something sensational that she will always remember. Yes, I know exactly what it is I want. But now, if you feel that you can pull it... Wonderful. It's still busy? No, I can't. I'll call back later. No message. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Hello?
Cruz, hi.
Eden.
I was just getting ready to go to the meeting, and I wanted to call you. I was afraid you weren't going to be there.
Oh, well, you caught me, darling. I'm glad you did. I've been thinking about you ever since we talked last night.
I miss you. In fact, I miss you very, very much. I feel very incomplete without you.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way.
Good. Listen, I gotta hurry. The Lions are waiting. Will you wish me luck?
No, you don't need any luck, darling. You'll be fine. Just stay calm and think about the two of us sailing along on the yacht, not a ripple on the water, alone, peaceful, making love together.
That's a wonderful image. It's just perfect. I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, me too. I love you, baby.
I love you back. I'll see you when I get home. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Cruz, my man. You are one insecure jerk.
I don't think you understand the whole situation.
Yeah, you bet I don't.
Well, why don't you just calm down a second and I'll tell you. Yes, I am working for Augusta, and yes, I am also working for Brick. They both happen to want to know the same thing about his past, so I don't see that it's a conflict of interest, and I certainly don't see that it's being disloyal to him.
Nick, listen, if Augusta wants something, there has to be a very underhanded reason for it.
Listen, I'm just doing private investigative work. It's not my job to judge that kind of stuff, but I'm going to make sure that he is safe, all right?
Yeah, how can you help it if you don't know what the information is that she wants?
I'm going to find that out before I turn in my final report. Will you please give me some credit for having just a little bit of intelligence?
Yeah, well, I think you'd be better off if you just quit.
I thought about that, but she would only hire someone else. So I thought I'd stick around for a while, at least so I can make sure that he is safe.
All right. I guess you know what you're doing. Well, look, I'm sorry, okay? I was a little surprised. Anyway, we've got to get that picture over to Cruz right
I know
now.
I've been trying to get into Brick's room, but the nurse won't let me in. Come on, Brick, get out of there so we can talk to you. There's not much time.
Hi, Nick. Hey, Kelly.
How are you?
Okay.
Hi, Brick. Listen, we need a favor.
What, me?
No, it's nothing like that. We want a photograph of your dad.
My dad? Why?
Well, so we can circulate it and get some people looking for him.
Oh. Oh, yeah. But even if you could find him, I mean, there's no way he's gonna come. My dad walked out on my mom and me when I was just a baby. We never got so much as a postcard from him after that.
Did you ever try to find him yourself?
Yeah, sure, a couple of times. I even found him once, too, but I just got so mad I couldn't even say hello to the guy. That was years ago. Who knows where he is?
Do you have a picture of him anywhere, a snapshot, anything?
Yeah. I don't know what good it's gonna do, but I got one. There's a clipping, a newspaper clipping with a picture on it. I think it's on my wall, but I don't know where that is.
All right. Here it is. Got it.
Great. Yeah. That's it.
Brick, the building behind him says State Auditorium. Which state?
I don't know. I don't even know what paper that's from. My mom cut it out, and I just kept it.
Well, it says here that he's doing a circus act for charity.
Yeah. Look, why don't you ask Mix about this? She seems to know a hell of a lot about my past. Why don't you work on her, Nick? I think she seems to be the key to all of this.
More and more, it seems that Mix is the key to everything, but she doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, wait a minute. I know a way that I can find out where this picture was taken.
How?
Oh, hello.
Hello. I just came to see how you are, Brick.
Wonderful, Augusta.
Desperately sorry about the accident.
Augusta, Brick shouldn't have too many visitors at any one time.
I'm not a visitor. I'm more like family.
Yeah, if you say so.
Kelly, why don't you stay here? I want to see what I can go do. Augusta, you'll excuse me?
Okay.
Well, where's he rushing off to in such a hurry?
Mason, I've been waiting for you.
Have you?
Yes, I wanted to invite you to have lunch with me today.
Actually, Gina, I've got kind of a lot of things to take care of today.
Well, you have to eat. You're a growing boy.
I'll just grab something on the run.
Well, that's not very good for you, and it's even worse for me. Mason, are you trying to avoid me?
Oh, nonsense, Gina. These are just busy times, that's all.
Yes, I think they're too busy, so we have to make time for ourselves. Mason, you mean so much to me. The house is quiet now. Not a creature is stirring. Silence has a kind of music to it sometimes, don't you think? Why don't you dance with me?
Gina, I think we need to talk about the situation.
Well, I don't want to talk now.
Well, I know you don't, but it's important that we do. I've been thinking a lot about it. I'm going to need Ted and Kelly's support and approval, and Eden's too, if I'm to establish any sort of power base at Capital Enterprises.
Mason, I really don't want to talk shop now.
I don't care, Gina. I'm never going to be able to win them over to my side if they're constantly reminded of what happened between you and me. We can't afford to keep rubbing their noses in it.
I don't think I understand what you're saying, and I'm not so sure I want you to explain it either.
It's nothing so dreadful, just that we're going to have to cool it for a while, that's all.
Cool it? Not end it?
No, we just have to be discreet and careful, and only for a while.
Well, I hate being discreet.
I know you do, but it's necessary sometime.
Well, I think it's the same thing as being hypocritical.
That's an interesting definition.
Mason, I'm tired of being careful, of sneaking around the house all the time.
Gina, we're playing for very high stakes here. We can't just throw caution to the wind.
Well, there must be some place we can throw it.
I'm serious. Now, surely you know I'm right about this.
No, don't call me Shirley.
Gina, excuse me.
Yes, Mary, what is it?
Oh, the doctor wants to see you for a minute and talk about your husband.
Now?
He sent me to get you.
All right, I better go. Excuse me, Mason.
Of course. Mary, can I talk to you for a minute? It's about Dad.
Oh, of course. What is it?
You haven't answered my question. Are we going out tonight?
No, absolutely not. Mason, I can't.
Mary, I understand your apprehension. I have a reputation for being something of a bad boy, which tends to make nice girls run for their lives, and you're certainly a nice girl. But what about if I decide to be on my best behavior, if I abide by any guidelines you set? I'll even let you tie my hands behind my back.
Now, how do you propose to eat and dance like that?
I'll be completely at your mercy. You'll have to feed me, lead me. I'll be totally dependent on you. Later on, maybe you'll take pity on me and untie one hand.
You are a hard man to say no to, Mr. Capwell.
Does that mean you're saying yes, Miss Duval?
Tentatively. I'll consider it. How's that?
That's a minor miracle for which I'm duly grateful. Shall I make a tentative reservation at some charming little place with a meek reputation and a chic clientele?
You can make a firm reservation wherever you like.
Well, you've made my day, Mary. In return, I promise I'll try to make your evening.
I hope Nick is able to come up with something useful.
I'm sure he will, Augusta. He's very good at what he does.
I don't think he could find anybody that doesn't want to be found.
Terrible thing for a man to desert his wife and child.
I got it.
You did what?
I know which state auditorium it was from.
Which one?
I had a blow-up made, and in front of the auditorium was a cab, and on the side of the cab it said Bakersfield.
Incredible.
This is great.
Right? I already called Bakersfield, and they have a listing for Glenn Wallace.
Look, hang on, Nick. I'm not sure I want to go through with this. Well, I haven't seen him for a lot of years. I mean, what happens if he tells you to get lost?
Come on, at least let's try. He may not even be working there anymore. Can I have an outside line, please?
Well, maybe if he finds my dad, he can shed some light on some of this. Like why I'm so acceptable to Minx and so unacceptable to you, huh? Nick, you think you can work on that?
One thing at a time, please.
I wish you could get results from me this quickly.
Hello, Mr. Wallace.
Yeah, speaking.
Mr. Wallace, this is Nick Hartley. I'm calling for your son. It's a medical emergency.
My son?
Yes, Brick Wallace. I mean Barnaby.
Something happened to him?
Yes, sir. I'm afraid so. He's been in an automobile accident. He may have to have a kidney transplant. We're looking for donors, and the doctor told us that the best bet would be with somebody in his own family. Do you think that you might be able to come down here and talk to us about that possibility?
Well, come down where?
Santa Barbara, sir. I'd be happy to pick you up at the airport and bring you right to the hospital.
You say it's an emergency?
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, look, I'll jump on the first flight and I'll come right down.
That would be great. Thank you very much. Listen, I'll check the flight plans on this end and I'll be waiting for you. Thank you very much. He is on his way.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
Okay, Brick, we're about ready to take you to X-ray.
Doctor, I got in touch with Brick's dad. He's on his way.
You're kidding. That's great. I'm pleased to hear it. All right, men. Easy.
Hello.
Amy Perkins?
Yes.
I'm calling from Santa Barbara Hospital. I'm a nurse here. And I don't know if you're aware of it, but Mr. Brick Wallace was involved in a very serious auto accident last night, and
He's been asking for you.
But I talked to him this morning. He said he was all right.
he was obviously trying to spare your feelings. In fact, he is in very serious condition. Could you possibly return to California to see him?
Yes, yes, of course. I'll come right away.
Oh, good. We'll be very grateful. That's a good girl. Come and take him away, far away to New Staland. Goodbye, Brick. Amen.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wallace isn't in his room.
Can you tell me how he is?
No, I can't give you any information at all. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm calling long distance from another country now. I've got to speak to Brick Wallace.
I'm sorry, it's impossible.
Thanks. Like, no, who the hell told her where to find me? Someone's betrayed me. Ah!
Oh, for God's sakes, Brick, lie still. What are you trying to do? Kill yourself before we can help you?
Yes, well, thank you. Yeah, I'll be there to pick up my tickets in an hour. Okay, thank you. Hello? Yeah, this is him. What? Well, wait a minute, I don't get it. Well, yes, I'm his father. You say you don't need me at all? Well, wait a minute, just a second ago, somebody... Oh, I see, well, that's great news. Yeah. You sure you've got the right donor for him? Oh, I see. Well, thank the Lord. Hey, that's really wonderful. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so long. Thank the Lord he's going to be all right.
What a perfectly marvelous day.
Well, you won. You got what you wanted on your terms, and you made them like it.
I did, didn't I?
I can't remember the last time I was so impressed by a performance. Oh, and I just love the bit when you asked them to see pictures of their wives and kids. No, that was a wonderful ploy, Amy. That totally took them off guard. Well, wonderful ploy.
I was
Great, they sent up the
very
champagne.
sincere. I think it would be great if we opened the hotels to family vacations. I was very happy. They were fond of the idea.
I know
And
that.
thank you. There you
To
go.
you, my dear, all things bright and beautiful, all rolled into one.
Oh, you make me terribly conceited. Oh, look at you. Cheers. I'm gonna call Cruz.
You're dedicated, if nothing else. He's a lucky man. Tell him I congratulate him, too.
Oh, let me tell you, once you meet him, you're gonna understand that I am even more lucky than he is. Okay. Cruz? Hi.
Hi, baby. So, is it over? How'd it go?
It went great. Everything's signed, sealed, and delivered. I just thought about us, and I sailed right through it.
Oh, that's great, Eden. I knew you'd pull it off. Congratulations.
Thanks. Listen, would you do me a favor? Would you go and tell Daddy? I know that he may not be able to hear, but I'd still like him to know.
Yeah, sure. You bet I will. I've got to get this off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, I gotta go. I really apologize. These phone calls are so short, but I'll be home before you know it.
Oh, that's okay. I miss you a lot. Get a good night's sleep. Once you're fresh and rested, maybe we can see what we can do about tiring you out when you get home.
Yeah, I can think of nothing I'd rather be. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Sorry.
Ain't life grand?
Yeah, it can be. If you have what you want.
Hi, Mary. Hi. Everything all right?
Fine.
Oh, I forgot. You're not working. I thought you were working.
Hey, what's that? Oh, I bought this today. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mr. Bell.
But, oh, whoops. But now, how do you think it's going to look on me? I mean, it's too...
Nothing. I think it's perfect, and the color's beautiful. I guess you're going out somewhere, yeah?
Yeah, well, I have a date for dinner.
Good. You finally admitted it. You're a witness, Kelly. She can't back out now. I was afraid you were going to change your mind at the last minute again.
Well, the dress is lovely. I think it's a little too good to waste on Mason, though.
Well, thank you, Kelly, for that wonderful testimony.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I don't have your capacity for forgiveness, Mason.
I think I'd go change. I won't be long.
I take it you're going out, too, huh?
Yeah, I'm meeting Nick, and I think I'll wait outside.
Just a minute, Kelly. I'm a little tired of the way you've been treating me. I think we ought to clear the air.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to be able to, Mason. You know, I haven't been able to stand you for some time. And I don't know why I should try and start right now.
Well, man never showed up, did he?
I don't understand it. He sounded so positive about coming. I mean, I tried to call him, but I couldn't reach him. I met every plane that came through. And there's a possibility that he could have walked right by me, but I had him paged, Brick.
Look, just the hell with it, all right? Don't sweat it. Sorry that I ever put you through it.
I just don't understand it. I better get in touch with your doctor and have him start looking for a new donor.
Excuse me, could you tell me where room 514 is?
Yeah, it's right there. Oh, wait a minute. I'm Nick Hartley. You Mr. Wallace?
Yeah.
Where have you been? I waited at the airport for hours for you.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. Look, I missed a couple of planes, so I decided to drive down.
That's great. I'm glad you're here, and I think that Brick is going to be pretty glad, too.
Oh.
Come on in. Brick, I've got a visitor for you.
Barnaby, I'm sorry it took so long to get here. I missed a couple of planes.
You didn't have to come?
Hey, wait a minute. Sure I did. Look, I know you think I'm kind of a lousy father, but look, I've done a lot of things I'm sorry for. And believe me, I've been sorry for a long time now.
That's great. Swell, I'll tell Mom. That should make up for everything.
No, I wouldn't do that. Look, I haven't been as far away from you as you think, though.
Bakersfield, I guess not.
Oh, closer than that. You know, I came down looking for you a couple of times, and I saw you once in a while. Plus, when you were growing up. Look, it's not that I don't care about you. It's just, well, I was kind of hoping that maybe you'd come looking for me, too.
It did. I saw you once, too, Dad. But
I guess you really felt like you wanted to kill me, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, how's your mother?
A lot of years older, like the rest of us.
Look, I didn't come here asking you to forgive me. I wouldn't expect that. It's just that a friend of yours called and told me that you needed help. You were in trouble, and I wanted help if I can. Look, I could have helped you a long time ago if I would have, I could. But, well, you see, there's a lot of things you don't understand, Barnaby. But now, if you want me to go, it's okay. I'll go. See, I wouldn't blame you. I'll just get out of your life, and I'll never bother you again. It's okay.
Oh, sure, you're good at that, aren't you, huh? Why did you come in the first place? Was it some grandstand gesture after all these years? Or you hope maybe I'd be mad enough to tell you to get the hell out of here so you could finally feel good about yourself? I got news for you. I'm not gonna let you off that easy. See, I want you to stick around, and you're gonna stick around. Because I'm scared. And I'll take all the help I can get.
We all can, son.
Totally closed-minded,
Yeah,
huh?
well, you closed it.
Kelly, for the love of...
No, it's Mary. Is that it?
What?
I'm talking about the way you're using her, Mason. Look, she's a very nice and very innocent girl, and she isn't used to men like you.
What do you mean, men like me?
Men that have no other goals in life than amusing themselves, generally at the expense of someone else.
Kelly, let's get one thing straight right now. I'm not using Mary. I'm certainly not amusing myself at her expense. I like her. I think she likes me. I've never known anybody like her before.
Oh, but once you've gotten to know her, you'll have lost interest. Is that it? And then meanwhile, while you have nothing better to do, you'll probably ruin her life. Oh, and by the way, does she know the truth about you and Gina?
No, and don't you tell her either.
Oh, I bet you didn't want me to.
I'm warning you, Kelly. Drop it, or I'll make your life hell.
Oh, that's enough, Mason. Go make life hell for someone your own size.
This is it. Wish me luck. Do I look all right?
I'll let you know as soon as I catch my breath.
Hello, everybody.
They were just talking about you, Doc.
Likewise.
This is my dad, Glenn Wallace.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Wallace.
Same here. Hey, I certainly appreciate everything you're doing for my kid.
Luckily, nature takes care of most of it, which makes the job easier for us. So I'll take the credit for bringing the good news. Brick, the latest tests and x-rays show that you're healing, which means that you probably won't either need dialysis or a transplant.
What?
Yes. That partially damaged kidney of yours is functioning almost like normal.
That's great news.
It
That's
sure
fabulous
is.
news.
That's great. Congratulations. Well, wait a minute, Doc. I'm kind of confused here. I thought you knew a long time ago that Brick's kidney was going to be okay.
Why, no. We just got the test results a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but the nurse told me that Brick's kidney was going to be okay, that he didn't need a new one.
When was this?
Well, it was about 11:30 this morning, before I left Bakersfield. In fact, I knew I wasn't going to be a donor, but I drove down anyway, just to be with Brick.
Somebody's mixed up somewhere. We just discovered this a little while ago. What was the name of the nurse?
I don't know. She didn't give me a name.
Are you sure the one that told you said she was a nurse?
Yeah, and she told me she worked at this hospital.
Something screwy here. Come on, Kel.
That's a beautiful cameo. Is that new, too?
No, this is my grandmother's. It's the only piece of real jewelry that I own.
Oh, it's lovely. And it's lovely on you. But then what wouldn't be?
I thought we said no hands.
Oh, that's right. We did. You have to keep reminding me of that all evening, if necessary. Unless, of course, you happen to forget.
Man, press wore me out.
Don't worry about it. You handle it like a pro. You look wonderful with flashbulbs hitting you in the face.
Let me tell you something. I prefer candlelight. It's easier on the eyes. I'm probably going to be squinting in every single photo that they... Would you look at that? Oh, I don't believe it. The manager has definitely gone overboard.
Well, open the car and let's see what the manager has to say for himself.
Oh, my goodness.
They're beautiful.
From someone who admires you very much. Wasn't that the sweetest thing? I'm gonna have to call Cruz right away. Hold this. Let's see, he said he was gonna go see Daddy, so he's probably at my house.
Capwell residence.
I just got them, and they're wonderful.
Well, great. What, you got what?
The flowers. They're lovely.
Oh, well, I hate to admit this, Eden, but I didn't send you flowers. I should have, but I didn't.
You didn't send them? Oh.
I'm really sorry, babe. Plus, embarrassed.
Oh, no, that's okay. That'll be silly. It's probably just a business gesture. I'll see you real soon, okay? I'll talk to you later.
Well, wait, I just saw your dad, and I gave him the message.
Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Have a safe flight, darling. I love you.
Love you too. Bye. Why didn't you tell me?
You really didn't give me a chance.
Well, I love them. And I feel very foolish.
No, don't. I just wanted to say something, to send you something special to congratulate you and add my voice to the general mayhem.
Well, thank you. I love them. And I thank you for them. And I thank you also for everything you've done for me today. Listen, I'm real tired, so I'd like to turn in if you don't mind. We got a long plane flight ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Well, look, I've enjoyed doing business with you. I mean, it's been a pleasure. This is for you. I mean that, a real pleasure. We'll see you in the morning.
You're absolutely sure there's no one that you know of who could have made that call to Brick's father?
It's news to me. I certainly didn't authorize it. And I'm definitely going to ask some questions. If he had needed the kidney, this could have been a catastrophe. I'll look into it right away.
Our friend Brick, I think, has an enemy.
Don't forget, Santa Barbara can be seen again here on Sky One on Monday afternoon at 2:20. In half an hour, we've comedy with the Brady Bunch. First, after the break, it's time to join the contestants for the Friday Wife of the Week. Don't go away.